Hello and welcome everyone back to the Forgotten City. Last time we had another encounter with the assassin, but we also found a mysterious stranger beneath the city. We had a little bit of a love story going on, so lots of things happening. I still want to finally go up this way and maybe get up there. So that's one of the big goals for today. And I feel like then that might be like the last larger region that we haven't explored. Kind of the right side of this schism. So you can kind of see how it goes from there.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me...
Let's just see if there's anything new. I don't think so.
All right.
Obviously, in this lifetime, he doesn't remember that we actually helped him. This is a love story. And this goes up and down. One pouch. I'll take it. 67. How much do we have now? 979. Almost 1,000. I think we both need 1,000 for... Oh no. Oh no. I did not want to do that. I pressed the wrong button. Gee, from last save, please. Okay, so first time we died. See you later, buddy. Yeah, didn't want to do that, but now I also know what happens when we are low on health, because I was wondering that. So we actually then have to reload. Fair enough. Good to know. Because there is the whole thing with the potential beast or monster all the way down in the catacombs or what it's called. All up to me. Beautiful. Exactly what I want. Lots of golden statues up here. There's some kind of garden. Okay. Oh!
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Feeling a bit on edge, to be honest.
That's good, in a sense. If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Sounds good. So what is your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How did she end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God? Don't you mean gods?
Oh, yes, of course. A slip of the tongue.
Let's talk about something
If you
else.
like.
You know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide
The
our
gods.
fate.
Thanks, I'll look
I
into
hope
it.
it works out.
What do you think about the golden rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good.
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
I stand by what I said.
I wish I shared your faith.
So you're Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year,
So we've heard.
and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
The secret is safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you
Yeah.
lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing.
Oh, no
Please,
pressure.
you need to talk to him.
Do you think his suicide would break the golden rule?
I don't know, but it's a crime for slaves to take their own lives. And a debt bondsman isn't far off.
Okay.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
I mean, I will try. Ulpius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
I think you have the right to die if you're suffering
You're not
badly
going
enough.
to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it.
I just think there are reasons to stay alive.
Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for?
Maybe we can be friends.
You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Alpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Okay, so he was the lover for Scintilla. The suicide didn't break the golden rules. What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Was that my fault?
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
What happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Alpius.
Wow. I will not jump. Oh. Maybe I would jump. You see like the weird... We trust the voice. We trust the voice.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected.
So yeah, so it seems like the voice is actually
Yes, thank you.
helping
I'm
us.
delighted and deeply honored.
And we found a way into the villa.
And now, I. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That
yeah,
was
maybe.
either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Well, what's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What do you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
Okay, how will you do that?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
The golden rule is definitely real.
Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
I found a book called The Myth of the Golden Rule. Whoever wrote it obviously died because they refused to accept the Golden Rule.
You mean that book next to a golden statue in the theater? Tell me, how do you know that statue wasn't put there by Sentius himself? You can't know, can you?
I'm reliving the same day over and over again. The Golden Rule is broken each time.
What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer.
What would it take for you to prove it's real?
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read, as if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down?
Even if I can't prove it, if I'm right, then accepting it will avert disaster. If I'm wrong, then accepting it will make the city a better place. Isn't that a good thing?
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
You can see nothing I say is going to convince
True,
you.
but that is simply because you are mistaken.
Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance, maybe?
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
What are you telling me?
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks
Wasn't
back.
that supposed to be...
Of course, just to be clear, I take
Hannibal?
no responsibility for what happens to you down there. I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Oh, so maybe now we can just use the key to do that. Big lion statue. I'll look around a little bit first. So that opens up the...
Still here.
Yeah. Trying to... Hope that doesn't trigger anything. I would assume he would warn me a little more clearly before I get into trouble. This is a beautiful villa. Oh, I thought it was the... How do we get in there? Maybe I need the key.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply
Okay, there's the key to the villa. In here. Produce bowl. Note from Ulpius. There, Ulpius, to his lost love, my God. May God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could, but without you, my life is meaningless. I only hope we meet again and can eat. Okay. It seems like he was the lover Scintilla. It's Julia. Julia to her captor Malleolus and Claudia, curse you to the depth. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is prefer. Oh, so Julia probably did take her own life as well. That's the lady who has been really sick at the clinic. Okay. The multiple suicides here in this villa. That goes, leads back up again. I just want to check if the key to the villa also opens this door. The stranger is sobbing. It does.
You're not supposed to be in
That's
here.
Claudia, okay. Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Why are you in a locked room?
My marital affairs are no concern of
I
yours.
see.
Thank you very much.
What's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
Okay. You know a way out of here?
Preferably the way you came in, by which I mean, please leave.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up and leave.
You know anything about Scintilla's
The
disappearance?
dainty little thing from next door. Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
I think you're hiding something.
Well, I've had quite enough of this.
Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
come on. Being dramatic. Okay. Claudia, not interested in talking. Where's the exit? There. Okay. That was very interesting, though. We learned a lot. I don't want to go back up, though.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Always. People guide you. Yeah, I mean, that was maybe one of the more interesting revelations, that the golden session just said jump, and we did, and it actually was helpful. So I more and more
Cerberus
start to
lifts
think
his
that
triple head and lets
that
out his threefold braying.
the
Livia,
statues are definitely
Would you
helping
stop muttering
us.
like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their
Why don't you
traits,
try to
imitating
talk
their
to Aurelia
previous
again?
lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Right.
Ah, you're here.
Let's see if we can charm
so
her this time.
glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in
I
your
wonder
eyes
if
I've
this
never
whole
seen
thing
before.
is less
A
flirting, but
certain
more like a
learning
secret
and
phrase
sophistication.
of identification, maybe? Not interested, sorry.
Why? Just because I'm a woman? Honey, it's your loss. I take back what I said. Suddenly,
See?
I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened.
Yeah.
All right.
So I more and more start to think that this might be something of a secret catchphrase to say to someone, and then we have to say something specific in return, which will let her know that we are part of her maybe group. Maybe she's also one of the Christians, or something like that. But I wanted to explore a little bit more up here. And I guess when we loop again, we can then maybe convince Ulpius to not kill himself, which might open up more dialogue with him. We now can enter the Malleolus villa, which is good. We do have to go down into the cistern still. Missing piece. It seems somebody removed a plaque from here. Oh, is that the one that is down the guy? How can we pass this test if we don't know the rules? What's the better for? Great temple door. Yeah, we heard that that is locked. Thinking, what was her name? Navia, I think, was in here. Or is supposed to be in here. She also disappeared. So many things to explore and discover, but maybe slowly but surely we can unravel this mystery. And again, lots of references to Greek mythology. Oh, where does this lead? Water under the bridge. Find a creative way into the upper cistern. Hey. Okay. The city is quite big. I think I expected that at the beginning. Okay, now we have over 1,000 denarii, so that could open up a lot of options. I think one thing we could do with it is pay, what's her name? The bar lady for the supposed way out of here. I think also the meteors wanted 1,000 for us to enter Malleolus Villa, but we already did that. Well, right. Locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Navia. The bow. More arrows. I just now realized that if we would have assassin's bow. Where? Here? Can I see it? The bow, yeah. The bow from the assassin, but how? How do I get that one? I guess one option would be, or I'm not sure if that is an option, but it could be an option, to kind of have the assassin trigger the whole mess again and then wait until he gets killed and then take the bow, maybe? Who are you?
Name's Rufius.
Oh, that's Rufius.
Watch your step.
What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
How did you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
Why are you still wearing your legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Why didn't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
How much of a talker are you?
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Are you suffering from rheumatism?
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
I figured it out on my own.
Gah. Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues, and my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do, and find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
Okay. Fountain producing fresh water, which is coming from an aqueduct. Nothing else?
You again.
You know a way out of here?
If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation?
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact
Right,
that
he
my
was also the
survival
one
depends on the
threatening
common sense of other people.
Virgil. What do you mean?
I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong, while we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned.
What do you think is coming?
But Did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us
Yes.
when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I think you're right.
Of course I am.
You're the one threatening Virgil.
No idea what you're talking about.
I know it was you. I found an incomplete letter to him in your quarters.
Yes, so what? What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to ask you to stop threatening him.
And why should I? The one true God says that for man to lie with another man is an abomination. His presence here is a threat to us all.
That's true. Why hasn't the golden rule been broken already?
Well,
Oh?
I don't know. Maybe God hasn't noticed yet.
Oh.
But when he does,
Sleep on the
we're
job.
going to have a problem.
Seems to me your agitation is a bigger... Oh. Yeah, the gods of Rome don't care about homosexuality.
There is only one true God. And he laid waste to Sodom and Gomorrah because of exactly this kind of thing.
Who was it that said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you?
I am doing that. If I was about to get everyone else killed, I would want someone to stop me.
How do you think the magistrate would react if he knew you were a cultist?
I don't like where this is going.
Leave Virgil alone, or I'll out you to everyone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And unless you want your jaw broken, I think it's best if you don't ever talk to me again.
Not very helpful. But we found Rufius, which is something. Oh. Haven't been here. Always remember they are watching. Theophilus had an orgy with Frollos here and disappointed all of them. We heard about this inscription. Okay. No.
Sometimes I stare at the great temple on... Ah, a new fate.
What are you going to vote for?
Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision.
Anything I can do to change that?
My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking. Nice to talk.
Okay.
This area is private. Please leave.
Okay. So I do want to try something. Let's quickly save now that I know that if we die, we're in bigger trouble. So
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
I'll be right on it.
Thank you. I have to...
You're not going there.
What?
Just trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
I wanted to talk to her.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
Did you stop him?
Not yet.
Well, what are you waiting?
Okay, so first I have to stop him before I can talk to her. That's one thing that I wanted to check. This is how we got to the underground. Okay.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Oh, the whispers. Right. Yes.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
The statue again.
Filthy, lying degenerate.
Take the bow. Bounty notice. The order of the Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quintus Crispus, citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He is about 40 to 50 years old. He is average height, average build, has dark hair, and has one green eye and one blue eye. He is typically clean shaven. He is a known associate of cultists and suffers from delusion of grandeur. Arrows and denarius. Very nice. Okay, so the statues once again helped us. Oh, Malleolus could be Quintus.
You took care of him?
He had a tragic accident at the shrine.
Accident? So, it's over? Oh God, that's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
Yes.
So you kind of murdered him then?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
They're telling us to go.
Everybody run!
At least I could steal the medicine. There was another plan that I had. Okay. Well, that will open up a lot of things now, though. Okay. Lots of things to do. Let's not waste any time.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me?
I'm not gonna need you to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
No, go fast as
I'll
you
go,
can.
but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Oh, well, maybe. So, okay, that may take care of that, actually. So I wanted to go to the clinic as fast as I can.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying?
No.
She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that cooler...
I have silphium resin. Here.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
I try my best. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Okay,
That's a shame.
Oh.
Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Oh.
How are you doing?
It's you.
So we met Yulia.
Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask what happened?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisons you without breaking the golden rule.
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Thinking you'd be out before you ever had to pay back the loan?
I'm not proud of it, but yes. I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out.
I would love to.
Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Oh, no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back.
Oh no,
Only
that witch.
he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
See.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm sorry to hear all that.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
What'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
Get right to it. Maybe I can. There might be a way to help him. Come on. Sprint. So much to do again. Not sure if we will be in time, but it's worth a try. Did hear that the trap for the assassin actually worked. Can hear you, unfortunately. Come on. Which is now would now means that the bathhouse should be clear, so we could also meet with Equitia. Hopefully. Hey.
Salve, friend. I'm Octave. Welcome to...
I really need to talk to Ulpius.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll...
That's the...
What? What?
Why do you think...
I know. Please,
I'm sorry, but I just...
please, I'll help him.
I just skipped through that very quickly. Alright, I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Is this what Scintilla would want?
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
Never believe me if I told you.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I can help you solve your problem.
Too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact.
Oh, I saved her.
And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
I've already saved Yulia's life and like to help yours too. Yeah, Lucretia. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Yeah. No, but I could probably raise that money.
No. No. Time's up. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Damn it. Okay, so I need the money. Enough.
I can't believe...
Heavens,
I'll
no.
have to let... And I'd bet...
Okay. Sure is. Okay. At least we know what to do. So we need a couple thousand. Oops. I wonder, can I like pick up some of the things double? I can, so we should be able to pick up enough money and then do it again at some point. So there is that at least. Okay. Okay.
Cerberus lifts his triple head.
Need to talk to Lucretia as well, because that lady is bad news.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Maybe if I can do anything.
Oh, you're here. And, there's a...
Don't waste your breath, I know you're a horrible person.
How dare you? Get away from me, you pig.
Oh, that immediately ends it.
Oh, do us all a favour and drink...
Ah, damn it. Thought maybe we would be able to use that. But I think this is a good time to take a break, and then next time we will get back to work because there's plenty of things to do. I think I want to go talk to Equitia next and see if we can have that conversation in the bathhouse. So that's on the plan for next time. Thank you all for watching this episode of The Forgotten City. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more of The Forgotten City very soon. Until then, have a great time.